family about it.
Yeah.
And my father was like, oh, another American guy, you know, and I was like, come on, Dad, this time he's black. And he's like, oh, it doesn't mean anything, And I was like, come on. And he's like, oh, okay. And I had to like introduce him to my family. It's like he had locks. My mom don't like locks.
I love locks.
So
Locks are so
my
good.
mom see him, she's like, oh, he's got these kind of hands, but yeah, he actually was very intentional, came to see my family.
Yeah.
And I remember we went to Paris together, and we were in this kind of couch, me and him, and then everybody else was surrounding us, like, interrogatory type of mode, asking questions. And he had he had children. He had like a pair of twins, and I just didn't care because I'm the type of person that if I take you, I take everything else.
We was talking about that in one of my previous episodes of how important it is that if you come into someone's life and they have children, you have to make the commitment to love them like they're your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't count them out.
Yeah.
If you count them out, then you're not ready for this.
I agree. Yeah.
So it went very well. It was a 3.5 relationship.
Yeah.
And then he proposed.
Yeah.
Actually, I was in the US, and he proposed in Central Park. It's funny. And family met. We kind of like did everything we have to do.
Yeah.
And we were ready to like get into the preparations.
Yeah.
We started buying the garments and everything.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to do a traditional wedding?
Yeah.
Is he from Ghana or from Nigeria?
No,
Sierra Leone, you said.
Yeah, he's
so
not.
They have their own traditional wedding?
No, they don't. But he was like embracing it. He was like super.
He was embracing the Ghanaian
tradition.
Okay,
yeah. So what happened is that we had everything going on and getting ready to like get the African wedding.
Yeah.
So 2 months before the wedding,
yeah,
he actually phones me on video call.
Yeah.
And he's like, he has this weird face, and I'm like, you okay? And he's like,
let me put my drink down here. Go on.
It's okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna continue. And I'm like,
continue the relationship.
Yeah. And I'm like, nigga, what you mean? Like, because I was quite mad,
Yeah, obviously.
And obviously put some down payment. So that was a lot of money that we've, spent. And he's like, nah, I'm breaking up. I can't do this. So I thought he had
just and for you, this literally came out of nowhere. Like,
out of nowhere. Okay, yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But my family did have a bit of suspicion, but then I was like, why? What's going on? And then he's like, I can't do this. And then he started lying. But I knew it was a lie.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. He said, oh yeah, God told him.
What?
That now hear this.
Mic as well, so that they can hear this foolishness.
Is it on? Is it on?
No, it's on. Like, but I just need to make sure that they hear this foolishness.
So he was saying,
God tell him what?
He said that God told him to stay single.
I'm sorry. And 2 months before your wedding.
Right. And then I said, trying to be a pope or a priest or something, like, what's up? Like, celibate? I don't know. Like, what's up? I thought he had cold feet. So I was like, no, you talking crazy. I think listen, if you want us to postpone, let's postpone. He was like, for 3 hours, I was fighting for my relationship.
Oh my
3
God.
hours, video call, And mind you, the day before I went on surgery. So I was quite a bit,
Yeah.
And he said, no, he's not going to do it. And then that's how he disappeared. And then I remember the last thing he told me was, anyways, you're not wife material.
What?
And I was like, nigga.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, really? And I said to him, listen, first of all, and I know I said this to him. I said, you know what? You're not making any sense. Go see a therapist, something. Go get some help. I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
I took your kids on, sending them books, clothes, whatever school's on. I did everything I could.
See, that's why people say, like, some men, they just don't appreciate a good woman.
No.
Like, and it's
disgusting. We even put plans together. I was like, okay, because the baby mama was quite like, okay, looks like she's a solid woman. And I was like, we take the kids for school and all that, and then we do this. Like, I had plans because I was like,
so you didn't even have any baby mother drama. Like, you guys got on. Oh my gosh.
Right? I was like, I'm cool. Like, let's do this. But the thing is, when you are unstable, you don't want the good stuff. Okay? So he left, right? And here I am with 5,000 pounds debt. And
That is insane.
That's because the deposits and, here and there. And then especially the venue. The venue was a castle in France.
And everything was like non-refundable, obviously.
No. And so I'm here like staring at my family. I told my family and my family's like, what? Like everybody's losing their mind. And I got a couple of cousins in the US. They're like, do you want me to pull up? And I'm like, no, don't do anything. I believed him. Okay. So next thing I know, I'm depressed. I'm so depressed because
obviously
he was literally putting me on all over Facebook. Oh, this is my wifey. Da, da, da.
That's the thing about men. They'll put you up here, there,
yeah.
Still do their foolishness.
He had all these, and also he was also in the rap game. So he wrote a song, whatnot. Anywho, then I go to, y'all okay? Then I go to work, right?
Yeah.
And my workplace, they're like, we can't have you around. Just go away. So I go to Ghana for a whole month because I was way too depressed.
That must have cleared your mind, though. Ghana,
oh yeah. I call my cousins.
Yeah.
Straight up, call my cousins. They're like, yeah, just come. So I go there, right? And I had 1 month like super clear, great, and because I thought it was me, I was the problem. I was like, I'm the problem. And my mom's like, no, the problem is you pick the wrong ones. You picking the dirty ones. You always upgrade these guys. Like, for example, my very first one, I made this guy know how to wear a suit. Okay?
Crazy.
And the funny thing about the first guy, he was meant to go to jail. And I said, listen, tell them you engaged to me. And I'm doing my law degree, blah, blah. Thanks to me, this nigga didn't even go to 7 years, jail. And that's how you repay me.
Wait, hold on. I need to stop there. To explain to the people, how did you stop a man going to jail?
No, because
that's powers.
So basically,
that's powers right there.
Yeah, so basically,
but you see what happens when you're with a good black woman. Okay, go on.
So basically, what happened is that they tell you, have you changed your ways? Because they can go back to.
Is this in America, by the way?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So they can say, how can we trust you that you change your ways? And I said to him, give him my number, give me whatever. So they actually had to make a background check about me and my family.
So was it like a parole check type of thing?
Kind of, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So going back to having fun and being in Ghana. Yeah. Now I'm at the airport in Ghana.
Yeah.
And I'm going home.
Yeah.
Now, my sisters are like, yo, you need to see something. You're not going to be happy about it. And I'm like, oh, what is it? Now, I see him, my ex, right? Put in a picture of him and some strange woman on Facebook. That's literally a month after.
A month?
Yeah.
So she was in the picture the whole time. Because they don't run that quick. They move quick, but not that quick.
I was like, wait a minute. What?
Where was she from, can I ask?
I have no idea.
Was she black though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She looked older. But anywho, just going there. I'm not gonna be too long. But basically, I'm at the airport. And I felt like I wanted to slap some people because I was mad, right?
And you have every right to be, babe.
Yeah, I was so mad because I had a great time. And now I'm back. And now this. So y'all gonna even not believe this. So I message him. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need you to give me that 5,000 pounds back. So just make sure you do that.
Well, the Dusty ain't giving it
and
back
he's like, yeah, I'll do that. And I'm like, oh, by the way, congratulations on your new relationship. That psycho says thank you and sends hearts. And I'm like, yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Excuse me.
And so knowing that I went to Ghana, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me tell you something.
And they say Nigerian men are the worst.
So went to Ghana, While I was in Ghana, I know my cousins were like, yo, do not switch back to any type of race because we don't claim this nigga. We're telling you, we're not claiming him. And I was like,
don't listen you back to the other side.
Yeah, so I was like, no, it's cool. So I'm seeing this message and I'm like, yo, I show it to my sisters and everybody. And everybody's like, nah, he's crazy.
Yeah.